Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Policino. Welcome to the real world of real estate. And I am excited to be here with you today. And I'm going to be talking about real estate marketing. This seems to be the one thing that agents think they need to worry about first. They come into the business, they get their license, they think that the business is just going to come to them, and they focus on their marketing efforts instead of their lead generation efforts. So here's a quick intro, and then we'll get into it and talk about real estate marketing. What is it, and do you need it? Welcome back. Again, my name is Sean Policino, and I created this channel to be for the real estate agent out there that wants to know those tips and strategies and tricks that are real, that real estate agents are using. Like myself, I'm a real estate agent. I earn income from my real estate production as well as a real estate team, and I'm a real estate coach, and I coach agents throughout the week, every week. And so these strategies are the same strategies that my coaching clients pay me to teach them on how to earn a living in a real estate business. That there's so many TV shows out there, and Selling Sunset, $1 Million Listings, these TV shows that are scripted realities that are not real, guys. This is not what it is to be a real estate agent. Now, granted, some of these real estate agents, like I'll use Josh Altman from $1 Million Listing as an example. He does sell real estate, and he was not selling the real estate he is today prior to having the real estate show. So you have to understand that the fact that these people are on TV affects their real estate business. And this is very difficult for you or I, as the average real estate agent, to reproduce. Now, does that mean you can't get business that's multi-million-dollar business, 5, 6, $10 million properties? No, it does not mean that you can't. There are lead generation strategies that will focus on those types of business. But you got to stay in business too, right? And that means longevity. And the average agent fails within the first 90% of the average agents fail within the first 1 year. And the ones that make it past 1 year fail within 5 years, 85% of those. So a very high turnover rate. And I picked marketing because marketing is the one thing that the agent says, you know what, I got to figure out how to handle this marketing idea. So real estate marketing, what is it, and do I need it? Bust me. So real estate marketing is, digital. I'm going to go over the 3 types of marketing, and I'm going to go over the 3 additional points that you really need to think about before spending any money. The first thing being your lead generation strategy. That's the most important thing to consider. So first thing I want to tell you is what is real estate marketing? What does it look like? And there's really 3 different types. Again, you're going to focus on the type that matches your strategy. That's the important thing. If you don't want to pay for marketing that doesn't match your strategy, for example, paying for a door knocking piece, a door hanger, for example, that you're going to hang on the doorknob, but then you're not going to farm. That doesn't make any sense, because that piece is for door knocking. Okay. And door knocking is part of farming. A lot of people think that the door knocking piece that goes on the doorknob, a door hanger, as we call it, which has marketing on it, it's the actual tool that you're using to put on the door, that is for just random door knocking. No, you really want to be intentional about the type of door knocking you're doing before even considering designing and paying to have printed a door hanging piece. Okay, so there's 3 types. First one is digital marketing. The second one is print marketing. And the third one is mass marketing. And I'll give you an example. Digital marketing would be a Facebook ad. Putting a marketing piece around a listing, putting an ad and putting it into Facebook or putting it into Google pay-per-click is marketing. Okay, and it would be branded with your team name or your individual name. It would be branded with a call to action, like there'd be a call to action in the copy of that marketing. And that digital marketing is going to reach people that are not on your current friends list. The people that it reaches is based upon a targeted demographic. Maybe you've heard the term targeted demographic marketing. That's Facebook and Google pay-per-click. And keep in mind, YouTube also has its own targeted demographic marketing, as does LinkedIn and as does Instagram. So we put this all in this category of digital marketing. Very effective. And I'm picking this one first because it is the most cost-effective way to begin your marketing campaign. What kind of leads can you get from this marketing? You can get buyer leads, excuse me. You can get buyer leads mostly. And when you get the buyer leads, you're getting the person's contact information. You're getting their phone number, you're getting an email address, and you're getting a motivation based upon some questions that you can ask. And you can customize your questions here. You can quantify the results. I can tell you how many people my ad reached, how many people clicked on it, viewed it, how many people clicked on it. The people that it reached is the word reach. The people that viewed it are impressions, and the people that clicked are clicks. And then the ones that actually hit the call to action button, which could be download more or learn more or subscribe now. When they click that button, it actually sends me their information, and that's called an opt-in. So this is all part of digital marketing. So the metrics is really important, because when you're putting an ad in the newspaper, like the LA Times or wherever, what city you're in, the major newspaper, you can't quantify the results. So I don't like spending, personally, as an agent for 16 years now, helping lots of agents grow their business, having a team where I'm mentoring and training agents. I always weigh on the side of an ad that I can quantify the results. If you can't quantify the results, I'm really hesitant to spend my money on that type of marketing, whatever it is you're being pitched, which you will get pitched a lot. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go over the whole sales side of this, of real estate. There's lots of people trying to sell us. We're real estate agents selling real estate, but there's a ton of people out there trying to sell us advertising, leads, and marketing. And as you start to do business, your name gets out there. You will get calls from these people, solicitations. I get probably 3 to 5 a day, sometimes 10 phone calls a day of people trying to sell me the next best shiny object. And I do my best to try to resist those people, because most of them is a pure money grab. They're not really offering a very good service or product, and they're just taking your money. And I call that a money grab. So beware of those money grabs. Beware of those shiny objects. So back to digital marketing. Digital marketing, quantify the results, low cost. You get good contact information of people. Now, granted, some people do put a bad phone number in, but they typically put a good email address. And the reason they put a bad phone number is because they're just not ready to talk to you. So that's okay. Check my skip tracing video out on techniques and strategies on how you can find their valid phone number. And just keep in mind to know that most people want the property information. So when they subscribe to it, when they opt in, they're expecting you to send them more properties, and they want those properties. They love looking through the properties. Even if they're not ready for 6 to 12 months, they love looking at the pictures and scrolling through and looking at the prices in the different areas. So there's an old advertising cliche or line. It's give them what they want, not what they need. And as salespeople and as a fiduciary to people, we tend to stray towards the side of giving them what they need. When we get them on the phone and have conversations, that's when we can talk to them about what they need, versus in the marketing, we're giving them what they want. They like data. They like statistics like, recent solds and average sale price and appreciation percentages. They like that data inside of your copy of your marketing. So put that in there. They like photos. They like properties. So in digital marketing, you have a lot of versatility on the type of properties. You can pull multiple photos of a listing. You can put multiple listings in some cases. They call those DARE, dynamic ads for real estate, that are designed where you can put multiple different properties based upon the targeting and the demographics of the type of search history that this person that's watching your ad has done in the past. The ad is smart and it actually puts in properties that fit that criteria. For example, let's say this person loves horses and all the properties they look at are ranch style properties or equestrian properties. Then guess what? The ad is loaded with multiple properties that are equestrian properties. Or maybe they're a move down buyer and the properties will be based upon their search history, which is the data that we don't have access to, but Facebook and Google and these other companies in YouTube have. So that's why they call it targeted demographic. We're paying Facebook in order to access that data and place our ad in front of people that are actually looking to buy, looking to sell, or are interested generally in real estate. So that's that. So that's digital marketing. I put that first because that absolutely is the best type of marketing that you should be focusing on. Not print marketing, not door hangers, not fancy websites. The ad is designed very small, ready for your mobile device, mobile friendly, and designed in a specific way. And there's a tool called Listings to Leads, which I did a whole video on Listings to Leads. Check my YouTube channel. And while you're there, please like and subscribe and comment. I definitely like answering comments. And I love seeing people subscribe. When you subscribe, you get notified when I put new content out. So go to Listings to Leads. That's listings to leads.com. And it's the cheapest platform. I think it's $40 to sign up. And you can create ads with the click of a button, 3 or 4 buttons. They create the copy for you. You can edit it if you want to change the wording, but it makes it very easy to do either a property, an ad around a property listing, or a PDF download, a free download, like the 6 best ways to buy a home, or the 6 things you need to know before selling your home. They have over 50 different PDF downloads on that website that you can use and incorporate into your ad. So instead of it being marketed, the copy or the call to action is around a listing, the call to action is around a download of a free PDF on things that the buyer or seller would like to know, or investor. Okay. Another thing you can do is a brand awareness ad where you're actually trying to drive traffic to your YouTube channel or to a open house or to your website. You can do those types of ads as well. Very easy on using digital marketing to run these types of ads. Okay, second thing, print marketing. This is the one that people tend to go to first. You only need print marketing when you're doing certain types of lead generation. For example, just listed or just sold, you're going to want to print a marketing piece and you're going to want to mail that to the 200 homes around the listing that was just listed. Now that listing doesn't have to be your listing. So you can use this lead generation strategy using print marketing in 2 ways. One is direct mail, and the other one is door drop, where you actually print an 8.5 by 11 or a 4 by 6 sheet of print marketing, and you physically go door drop it, canvas the 200 homes around that just listed, and drop those off. You can also use this technique for just solds and open houses that maybe you're hosting around an open house. You can mail an invitation to that open house. Now that does take some planning. It does take the call to action in that marketing piece is, hey, you're invited to this open house because you're a special person. You're a neighbor. That's the strategy. And the hope is that they come into the open house on the day that you're hosting it, and then you get to engage them with scripts and dialogues. That's the process. So if you're not going to do the open house, then you wouldn't print the marketing. You wouldn't print the open house invite. Now, again, remember, there's the open house invite that gets mailed. That's called direct mail. And then there's the open house invite that you're going to personally door knock. And again, the reason you're going to door knock those 200 homes, even after you mailed it, is because you're hoping to get face-to-face with the homeowner so that you can ask them a question. Hey, just curious, who do you know in the neighborhood that's thinking about buying a home, selling a house, or investing in real estate? And oh, by the way, I'd love to invite you to the open house that I'm doing. because maybe you know somebody that would like to move into this neighborhood. I hear it's a great neighborhood. And then you can ask them, what do they love about the neighborhood? And you can write these things down, and you're building rapport, and you're going to add this person that you're speaking to at the door to your database for future business so that you can nurture them. Also, they may know somebody that's thinking about selling. The reason you do just listed and just sold marketing, print marketing, is because you're hoping to find somebody in the vicinity of that just sold or just listed property that's thinking about selling. And there's this phenomenon, you can pay attention in your own neighborhood, where a sign pops up, and within a short period of time, another one or two sign pops up around it. So the idea of just listed, just sold advertising is you're trying to find those people in that vicinity of that recently listed or recently sold property to be able to, begin a relationship with them. So print marketing, you got to know the lead generation strategy and understand that before you even consider the print marketing piece. And I always share with new agents over 50 different ways of lead generating. If you're interested and want a free list, private message me here, like and subscribe, and I'll send you a free list of over 50 different lead generation strategies. So for an agent to say, I don't know how to make money in real estate, that blows my mind when they say that, because if you have the right strategies and you're actively lead generating with those strategies, you will generate leads and you will convert if you know your scripts and dialogues. And if you track your progress, track and measure, you can't measure what you don't track, daily track your lead generation efforts, you will get the results. Then you can turn around and look at the cost of the particular marketing strategy, lead generation strategy, which includes the cost for print marketing, and then figure out whether this is a good return on investment for you. The ROI should always be good on the lead generation strategy. The print marketing is just a piece of it. For example, farming, you're going to do several types of print marketing. You're also going to do the third one, which is called mass marketing, and we'll talk about that as well. So print marketing strategy, I use just listed, just sold, open house as an example. If you're farming, you would also use direct mail as one of the 4 dimensions of farming. So direct mail, you will also use the door drop marketing, which is a printed piece. Okay, these are both, I just previously described it, it's just a different strategy using the same marketing piece. Direct mail is usually a 4x6 postcard, or some people, especially in Los Angeles here, they use a jumbo postcard, which is 8.5 by 11, more expensive to do that. Print marketing, direct mail typically costs around 75 cents to $1.25 per piece. So again, you need to know who our audience is so that you can design the copy and the call to action, which is the text and the media, what the pictures and what the call to action is on the print marketing piece. Okay. If it's a door hanger, like I described earlier, then it's going to be an abbreviated version, a jumbo postcard you can fit more on. It's going to be mailed to them, and then the door drop one is going to be handed to them. And if they don't answer the door, you're going to leave it there on the stoop. That is the purpose of the door drop piece. Now, some people hire somebody to do the door drop piece. I personally think that's a mistake. You're missing the opportunity of getting a contact that's a face-to-face, voice-to-voice conversation about real estate. You're missing that opportunity there at the door. So mass marketing is like a bus bench or a billboard is a great example, or a banner at the local baseball station. Okay, these are what we call mass marketing pieces, where you get a vinyl banner with your name, your picture, your contact information, maybe a call to action. You get it printed up and designed and printed, and it's printed on vinyl, so it's not paper, it's printed on vinyl, and then they put it in the back, they put it in the outfield of the baseball station. Or like me, I did one where I had a huge piece designed and I put it in the mall, and I did it during Christmas. So it was through Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, 6 months, cost me $5,000 to have a huge piece. And in that piece, I had a call to action was open an escrow with me today and go on a cruise. I would send you to Cabo for a free 3-day cruise. And guess what? During all that time, that great, lots of people in the mall during that period, guess how many calls I got from that mass marketing piece? One call. Terrible return on investment, okay? Because that didn't turn into a deal. And one call for $5,000 spend is not a great return on investment. I spent $5,000 on my church directory. I get these calls all the time. Do you want to be in this directory for the local golf course or the local church or the Lions Club? I personally am not a big fan of mass marketing. I do like billboards, but that's not something you can start as a new agent. New agents, a billboard typically in our area is $3,000 to $5,000 a month. That's a pretty big commitment with the hopes that people are going to call you. But if I had the budget for that, which before spending the money, that's one of the things, the key things is make sure you have the budget. So if it's a billboard or a bus bench, personally not a big fan of bus benches. I don't think they do a great job. You'd have to have a lot of bus benches in order to be able to impact and that local area. And I've surveyed a lot of agents that spend money on bus benches and don't get a great return on investment. So consider the return on investment, consider the cost. For example, if you're going to farm, the lead generation strategy, figure that out first. Because if you're going to farm, then the farming is a consistency play. Long-term, 12 to 18 months before you see any real business real income that's going to come out of that farm. And if it's 1,000 people farm, it's going to cost you $600 a month in direct mail, probably minimum, another $150 for the door drop pieces. So you have to have $700, $800 in budget to be able to do that. And if you're not willing to do it consistently month after month, 12 to 18 months, then don't even start to farm. Trust me. Okay. Farming takes door knocking. If you're not going to door knock, you're only going to mail. Don't even try that. It does not work. I've talked to a lot of agents that have tried it and it doesn't work. Okay. So if you're not going to do all 4 dimensions, which include print marketing, digital marketing, and mass marketing, then probably don't start that particular strategy. So the first step, though, in any form of marketing is to figure out the strategy first. Again, if you want a list, private message me, like and subscribe, and I'll send you a free list. So the 3 things I wanted to point out is figure out your budget. Should you even be spending the money on that type of marketing? Beware of the scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset is where you say, look, if I could just get one deal would pay for it. That is not the way to look at this. Analyze it, put some thought into it before you pull the trigger on the marketing. You shouldn't be spending any time on marketing until you figured out what your top 3 lead generation strategy. And that's not counting sphere of influence. Everybody has at least 4. They have sphere of influence and then 3 other lead generation strategies. And if you want to know about lead generation strategies, check my video out here on the YouTube channel. I have done multiple videos on lead generation strategies. So beware of the scarcity mindset. Beware of the shiny object. Beware of the one deal will pay off for the whole thing. Beware of that. So design your marketing around your lead generation strategy instead of the other way around. Too many agents make the mistake. They worry about the marketing before they worry about the lead generation. The lead generation comes first. And then lastly, beware of the shiny object and the random sales calls. Say no to the sales calls that you're getting. Find out what it is, write the name of the company down, do your research before you waste any time meeting with them. When you get on the phone with them, they will sell you. And most of them, remember, is a money grab. They're just going to take your money, they're going to run, and you're not going to get the leads that you think. If you ever want to have a one-on-one with me and talk about lead generation strategies, you can do that. My calendar link is below. You can call me. My phone number appeared on the screen, 818-338-8787. I'm totally open to meeting with you. And if you're open to hearing why the EXP model is the best model, the most disruptive model on the cutting edge of real estate brokerages, in this disruptive industry where cloud-based brokerages are changing the way real estate is being sold from the brick and mortar location. If you want 8 to 10 ways to make money using your real estate license instead of one, then schedule with me, and I would love to spend some time with you, totally free, no obligation. And if you want to partner with me, we have team opportunities, and you can also join my virtual brokerage, my organization, which you get free coaching. I'll share with you lead generation strategies, all for free, guys. I love helping agents. That's what I'm here for. Thank you for visiting the real world of real estate, and we hope you come back. We'll talk to you soon.